Welcome to the video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use TradeZella backtesting in 5 minutes or less. So let's go ahead and jump in. So on the left here, you want to head to the sidebar and head to the dedicated backtesting area. And once you're in this backtesting area, you'll see all of your sessions here, and you'll also have access to your dedicated dashboard, trades view, notebook reports, everything like that. But what we want to go ahead and do is actually create a session. So if we press create session here, you'll see a series of strategies from all sorts of different successful traders all around the world, which you can go ahead and actually backtest and learn for yourself. But what I'm going to do is create one from scratch here. So let's start a backtesting session from scratch. Let's call this backtesting session. Give it a name, give it a description, add your strategy that you want to backtest here. So I'm just going to backtest this one, for example. Select the symbols that you want to backtest. So I'm just going to select MNQ, but also supports like Forex, NAS 100, gold, stocks, any types of futures and crypto. Go ahead and select the date range. You can actually backtest up to a decade of data. So I'm just going to go ahead and select 2022 here up until last month and go ahead and press OK. Select your account balance and press create session. Now that you're inside here, what you can go ahead and do is set this up to be as you like it in your custom environment. So go ahead and press settings right here, and you can actually change the colors of all of the candles and the background and all that type of stuff. Go ahead and add multiple charts if you use multiple charts. So you can go ahead and add side-by-side screens here of different timeframes or different assets at the same time, and add all of your indicators. So for example, the sessions indicator, key levels indicator, fair value gap indicator, whatever it is that you want or that you use in your trading, go ahead and add those indicators. The next thing would be setting up your go-to settings. So if you press go-to here up in the top, you can actually customize these to be specific for you and the times you trade, just to make your backtesting flow much more efficient. So you can see here that I have set New York session to start at 9:15. So when I press go-to now and I press start of New York session, it will actually jump straight to 9:15 now, and I can go ahead and begin trading. Now, you can also add all of the timeframes that you like to use up here as favorites. So just go ahead and start them so that they appear up here. So you can see I have the 15, 30, 1, 2, 3, 5, 15, and so on. Now, when it comes to actually taking a trade, there's a couple different ways to go about this. You can actually draw on the long/short position tool here. And when I go to the order panel on the right, if I press advanced order, I can press 1% risk right here, and you will see that it automatically actually fills in my profit target and stop loss. I can just go ahead and press buy. And I can also move these dynamically as well, even after they're placed, just by dragging and dropping them. Now, to actually play price and move price forward, all you have to do is press play, and you'll see that currently we will move one candle 1 second on the 1 minute chart. If I go ahead and speed this up though, now I will be moving 10 candles per second on the 1 minute chart. There's a couple different ways that you can go about speeding this up as well. For example, if I were to press this and press sync time frame here, you can see that is now synced up at the top here with the 15-minute time frame, and my skipping is now the 15-minute time frame. So when I press play here, it will actually skip by 15-minute candles rather than 1-minute candles. And when I jump down to the 5-minute time frame, you can see that it now jumps by 5-minute candles instead of 15-minute candles. If you want to turn this off, you can simply just press turn off sync time frame, and now you'll see when I jump around on the time frames, it doesn't actually change the replay speed. Now you can also just press jump to a specific candle here, so I can just jump back if I want to replay again, and just by clicking that and going back, I can actually skip one candle at a time just by clicking right here. And as I said before, you can speed it up drastically by changing that and also adjusting the time frame that it's actually replaying on, like so, and it will get faster and faster and slower and slower. Now, another way to actually place a position here that you might want to do is using the quick buy and sell feature down here in the bottom right. So if I just press 2 here, for example, and press buy, I can just drag and drop my stop loss and take profit like so. And when I press play, you can see that that works quite well for me. Now, you also might want to journal your trades. So to do that, you want to head to the third tab down here on the right, and that is going to be your journal. You make some notes about your general session, take a screenshot of the screen, but what you also want to do is edit the individual trade notes. And to do that, just press the trade notes up here in the top right. I can go ahead and press the little pen icon. I can jump into all of the actual trades and make notes here. So for example, if I leave those notes there, I can tick off the rules from my playbook before or after when I'm in the trade. So I can actually tick off, okay, this followed my plan. Let me tick off which rules actually did and which I followed. Then you also might want to add tags. So for example, you can actually tag this trade based on, for example, your entry time frame. So you know what time frame did I use to enter this trade. So for example, I might want to be like, okay, I use the 1 minute time frame, and I'll go ahead and add that as a tag right there. So 1 minute or anything else that is related to your strategy that you think is worth tracking, right? So even small things that I noticed here, right? Price volume increase at 1 p.m. Now, once you have done all of that, you can also go ahead and skip to the end of your session or jump ahead by using the calendar at the top up here. So for example, that is just skipping ahead a few months, or I can quickly drag this and it'll take me all the way to the end of the session. Now, once you've finished the session, it's really important to obviously review the data. So if I just go ahead and press view detailed report right here, I'll be taken straight to the dashboard where I can see all of the trades for this particular session. Now, what I'm going to do here is jump back to the sessions and just show you a session that has some more data. So for example, this session right here, if I just press the little three dots here, I can just go session results, and then it will show me all of the stats for this particular session. And I can also go really in depth in reports right here. So I can see, if I go on reports, it will show me all the stats for this session. So reports, date and time. I can see my trade time performance, my trade day performance via win rate. I can also see all of those tags that I used. I can see what actually is the best performing tags. All of that type of good stuff. You can really dive deep into this here as well. But an easier way to do this is actually using Zella AI. If I just, for example, ask Zella AI, what is my win rate on this session, it will go ahead and fetch that data for me so that I don't have to go and dig around in reports and do that manually. So that is how to use TradeZella backtesting in this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys got up to backtesting in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.